Hello, my name is Johnathon LeBouef. I'm going to be your safety coordinator. Today we're going to talk about chemical hazards in the oil industry. There are several kinds of chemical hazards, even other than toxic chemicals. These are a list of those here, so you can look up those. But today we're going to talk about flammable and combustible liquids. They're common liquids that are used in the oil and gas industry like hydraulic fluid, oil, and diesel. They're substances that flow freely, just like water would. You know, you spill a gas can, and it just kind of flows out. Diesel is the same thing. They're flammable and combustible liquids are typically contained in like drums or specifically marked containers or tanks. These are the DOT specifications for liquids. Flammable and combustible liquids are both considered Class A, B, and C, or Class 2 and 3 in a 60-gallon tank, 60-gallon drum. There are specific requirements when holding them in a storage area. These are some of those requirements. Electrical has to be up to certain code. Ventilation has to have a specific code. It has to have a good exhaust system, and you have to have at least 3-foot wide clearance in an aisle to be able to get in and out of and around the storage. Flammable liquids can be irritants. They can mess with the nervous system. There are several different ways for it to enter the body. Inhalation and skin absorption are the most common. Others are like swallowing it and things like that. I would not recommend swallowing it at all. You can refer to the safety data sheet for any health hazards associated with whatever chemical that you're working with. If there's a spill, there's a couple of different ways that you can clean up the spill, but you want to refer to the emergency response guide that are posted typically on each rig, or every company would have their regulation on how they handle those spills. And then here's a number that you can call if the spill were to get out of control. These are the specific references that each company should have on hand to help you get familiarized with their whatever hazards that they have, their fire protection programs and things like that, that if something like this would happen, you can reference. You should already have referenced these so you know what needs to be done or what you can do on your end to help facilitate the company. Flammable and chemical liquids, the limit just depends on the operation that you're doing that day, but everyone involved in the work should know the limits of whatever chemicals that they're using, so that way they don't get used inappropriately or in the wrong way or misused to where an accident can occur. If exposed to any kind of flammable or chemical liquid, you should immediately remove yourself from the area and seek fresh air. And if anything got on you, you want to remove whatever clothing that it got on. You want to wash your skin with soap and water for at least 15 minutes. If you ingest the liquid, do not induce vomiting. You want to seek medical attention immediately. Flammable combustible liquids are very important to familiarize with the company's policies on how to use and store these materials. So you don't want to just stick them just anywhere on the side somewhere. You want to make sure that you follow the company's policy in order to store these materials so that no one gets in trouble and everyone stays safe and away from having any kind of unwanted contact with these materials.